This is the final battle of the American War for Independence, the Battle of Yorktown. By late stages of the war, the United States and British Empire were exhausted by the conflict and were at breaking point. The British decided to form a new strategy by splitting the colonies in half by taking over the state of Virginia. The British Empire moved their forces over to Yorktown to prepare for the offensive. The United States and France were at odds with each other on whether to attack the British forces in New York or Yorktown. Eventually, the decision was made to besiege Yorktown. Washington had dispatches sent to trick British General Henry Clinton about a potential attack in New York, while a joint American-French force made it to Yorktown. The French Navy, led by Comte de Grasse, reached the Chesapeake Bay and engaged in battle with British naval ships that were there. They successfully defeated the British Navy, leaving Cornwallis with no means of escape. Meanwhile, the joint American-French force began to dig in for a siege of Yorktown. They began to bombard the British defensive positions and began to close in on Cornwallis's position. The siege proved too much for Cornwallis, and on October 17th, he called for a ceasefire and formally surrendered to the coalition 2 days later. The defeat of British forces at Yorktown was the final blow to British support for the war. The British Empire and the United States began to negotiate a peace deal in Paris and signed it on September 3, 1783, marking the end of the American War for Independence and the birth of a new nation.